So I hear my phone dinging. I'm like, I saw it's woo doo. What's he got going on?
Yeah.
He sends me this video of a deer suckling his mother. It's like, when there ain't nothing good going on in the world, nothing to report on. It's all garbage. It's all noise.
Yeah.
You just play one of these.
Mommy, where's your other one?
And look at that rascal.
Now, this is something you don't see every day. Isn't this incredible to see this in my yard? Oh, I love you, Mommy. Don't step on his head. That wasn't awfully kind. Where's your little brother and sister? Huh? Where's your little brother and sister? Come on out, babies. I know you're here. It's me. You guys love me. Come on. I see you hiding behind the little shrub there. Tell your sister and brother to come on out. I see you right there. I'm looking at you, baby. Come on out. There you go. Come on out. I love you. You know I do. You're so shy. Come out here, get a drink for Mommy.
Yeah, so I don't quite have that in my backyard, but it's got to be pretty neat to be able to go out in your backyard and see just some, wildlife like that, just doing their thing. And in my case, I've got some wild, not exactly wild, but some wild chickens. And we had 7 at first, and 2 of them got real broody. Wouldn't want to leave the coop, staying in there all day. It's hot out. Like, man, we gotta get them out of here. How do we do that? Oh, you can get an egg. You can get a little fake egg and put it under them and try this and that, and that didn't work. You could get a real chick, a few days old, and put it under them. And move your hands like, oh, look, you hatched a baby. And then they take the baby and they go waddle off, and they think they had the newly hatched chick. Basically playing Jedi mind control on them. So we tried that too. So let's go on the Tractor Supply. Let's get 3 of these different, whatever breed of chicks. Let's go.
Well, I got 4.
Oh, 4. Excuse me, 4. And Evelyn, there was 2 hens in there. So Evelyn's like, I'll put 2 under that one. I'll put 2 under that one. It's nighttime. And when we wake up in the morning, hopefully when they go to get out of the coop, because the door is an automatic door that opens up, they'll just take their new chicks and do their thing. So she goes out there the next morning. One of the chicks is suffocated to death, which left 3. And I think one of them was like pecking at them. So it's like, oh, well, that's not going to work. They did not accept these as their own. So it never really crossed our mind. First of all, like, we already have 7. The coop's not even made for 7. I think it's made for 6. Like, max. And so we have 7. Now we're going to have 3 more. That's 10.
No, one's a rooster. We'll probably get rid of
Yeah, and now we've realized, I'm pretty sure one of those little rascals is a freaking rooster.
And we've adopted the neighbors.
Yep, so then we have the neighbors. She had 4 or 5 at first. They got eaten or something. There was 3 left. 1 stays over at their property, never comes over. The other 2 come over every single day, and they just decided recently, why are we going back and forth? Why don't we just stay here? It's like that's our new home. We eat all their food anyways. And our neighbor's like, hey, you haven't been seeing any like bluish green eggs in y'all's coop or anything, have you? We're like, no, we haven't. No, what are you talking about? Yeah, ours hasn't really laid eggs lately, and we've noticed they've been like staying at your place a lot. Yeah, I mean, they are eating all of our food. And if you're coming over here to eat my food, you better be giving me a golden egg or something. So, anyways, now the coop that holds 6 is now holding 7, right? Plus the 3 chicks that survive, which are not much bigger. They're not really chicks anymore. 1 rooster, apparently, we think. So now that's 10 inside there. And The other two don't want to be left out. The neighbors that have been spending the night every single night, I think this is their new home, have decided we want in there too. So we have 10, 11, 12 chickens inside this thing that's not supposed to have more than 6. So we've been letting, like at night, we have this little coop, like the one I'm telling you about. It's got a little automatic door and stuff that I've got a little battery and solar panel thing hooked up to, so we don't have to run any cords out there. But initially, I was like, I'm having flashbacks. Like, Evelyn, don't you remember when we did this at our first house? There's 3 of them, and we got a freaking rooster or 2 then. Man, they were pooping everywhere. I'm stepping in it. Kids can't play in the swings. Remember that? Yeah. Why are we doing this again? Well, we got a lot more property now. Yeah, but they were confined to the backyard at least last time. This whole house property is accessible. There's no, back porch, back nothing, or backyard. It's just one giant yard, front, back, sides. It should be fine. So, yeah, there's poop everywhere. Steps, driveway, but it's usually not too bad. Just sometimes they come hang around a little bit close. You'll be in the kitchen doing something, and you look out, and there's a freaking chicken staring, having a staring contest with you through the door, because we have a big glass door. One of the back doors is a big glass thing, and then just sitting there, giving you that riffraff face. I know you got some food in there, homie. Yeah, we do, but you ain't getting none. You can get the scraps, but you ain't getting the good stuff. And they will eat just about anything. And yes, they are absolutely cannibals. They love chicken. They love their own eggs and yolk. They'll eat it all up. They don't even care. But I've come to find out, of all the fruits, they love watermelon. And I give them, it's out of season at this point. So it's like, there's one at the grocery store. Let me grab it. I get it home. Whoa, it's a little soft on that side. Ooh, let's see. Cut it open. Some of it's kind of okay. No. So I got a half of the thing. Just set it outside. They all come running as soon as they see you, because they usually think you have something, and sometimes we do. So they come running, full speed ahead. What do y'all got for us? I'll just set this half a watermelon down here on the ground for you guys. And they peck at it for a little while, then they go away. And you think, that's all they wanted. No, they can only handle so much. They come back a little later, peck some more. Come back a little later, peck some more. And by the time the end of the day's there, the whole thing's been cleaned out. And then you find these super runny poops. Like diarrhea chicken poop, if that's a thing. And we're like, what's that? What's going on? Wonder what that... a little too much watermelon. Yeah, sorry about that. So, duly noted for you guys, if you have chickens, don't get too crazy with the watermelon. But they absolutely love the watermelon. They will tear that stuff up, man. God, they love that stuff. And of course, any kind of meats, they love any kind of meat. And some vegetables, but it seems like we've been putting them out there and they're kind of like a little kid, I'm not eating that. Y'all got the good stuff. We're not wasting our time on that. So, the other thing I was going to mention, we have the little coop. And because of the whole poop story, I realized way before this all happened, I go, I'm going to get like a 30-foot enclosed chicken run, if you will. It's, you can walk under the thing. And, we'll put the coop inside of that, and then that'll be on the outside, and maybe we can just slide it when they peck the grass too much. We'll just slide it down a little ways. Well, there's too many chickens for that. It wouldn't work. So I was like, Evelyn, how bad do you really want these dumb things running around here? I'd love them to be free range. I don't want to have to keep them all cooped up in there. All right. Okay. Let's just leave them free range. But they've been producing almost an egg each, every day. We're getting 6, 7, 8, sometimes more. Now that we got some neighbor chickens coming up here.
Type sus.
S-U-S, bro. S-U-S.
S-U-S?
Is sus.
Yeah, S-U-S?
Yes. S-U-S. Sus. That's pretty sus, bro. So anyways, that's about the only animals we got going on over here for the apocalypse, And be interesting to see, I was watching some of the Dick Algar's guys, their future forecasting group, their remote viewing, the month of September. They just released it a little early. And they are now doing highlights, so you don't have to watch the whole video if you don't want. So I was like, let me see what the highlights are. and it looks like a big storm's coming to Florida. Again, they always say for the month of September we're looking at, but that doesn't always mean right. It's going to be exactly that with the timing. Sometimes it's a month or two or more later. But again, we're talking hurricane season, Florida. September could be ripe, for a hurricane for sure. And that just reminds me of what Brandon said, Last Days guy, about he was sort of just a devastating storm hitting somewhere in Florida. And then I found out later he did say Miami, maybe in another video, of where that was. And it just reminded me of that dream I had where I was in a U-Haul truck or an RV. And I don't know if anybody was with me. I thought maybe I was alone, but I was like panicking to get out of Miami. And I knew I was heading like home. I'm heading up north, Florida, or really central north, but I was heading that way. All the interstates, which are two, were backed up. And I found I got to go some kind of side roads, like back roads. And I was able to do it in time. And I remember, again, I have to go look at my dream book because it's been a long time now. But I feel like I didn't know what it was. Like, what was I running from? Was it something water related? I think so, maybe. But I didn't look back and see. It was just like, you have to go. You have got to get out of here. It's bad. And then I had a dream not too long ago. And I thought in that dream, I feel like I was heading out to like Clearwater or St. Pete, Florida. And I got to around the Causeway area, if you know where that is, coming from Tampa. It's like one of those stretch of this thin land / bridge that takes you across this little part of the bay to Clearwater in St. Pete. And it was like I felt like it was before I got there that I, just looking around, I was like, where's the road? Where did all the buildings go? Where did everything go? It's just underwater. I can't see the road anymore. I got to stop and back up and turn around before I can't see the road at all. Like, I can just look out the window and go, okay, there's the road. And I'm just, thought I should be able to see stuff, like at least buildings and things, and I couldn't. So I was like, man, is this stuff underwater? What am I looking at? And I don't know. I turned around and left in the dream. But again, I felt like that was the Gulf Coast, not Miami on that one. So we'll see. I will tell you, my dad passed, I think it was June 25th or 26th. And, he visited my wife a couple times in her dreams. He visited my cousin, my sister. And I wasn't feeling like left out. I was like, no, I'm okay with however this goes. I'm the dream guy. Why didn't he come see me? No, it's fine. And I had a dream not too long ago, pretty recently. And I remember I was like in my room or somewhere, and there was like this little electronic device on top of the dresser. And I was doing something, I bumped it, or, I hit a button, oops. And it was on. And then I hear my dad's voice come through. Hey, did you just call me or whatever? You're like, oh, no, I hit a button on accident. Oh, okay. And then we started just having a little chit-chat, Not like, hi, how are you doing over there on the other side? Nothing like that. It was like he was here in real life still, But we were communicating through this spirit box, if you will, electronic device. And we were talking. And when I woke up, that's kind of what I thought, too. Like, it's like a spirit box. I know what those things are. And just a nice little conversation with my dad, that's all. Nothing in particular. I don't remember exactly what we talked about. It was just chit-chatting for a minute. And he was fine, everything was good with him, and everything was good with me in the dream. So, anyways, figured I'd touch base with y'all a little bit here and show you that awesome video Woo Woo Dude got today. The little young deer sucking on his mama's teats. Getting him some good old milk, some free-range organic deer milk. It's definitely free-range out where he's at, man. He's got some woods out there. We do have, I haven't seen one in a long time, but we do have coyotes that I remember seeing one on the property one time at night, and I could just barely make out the silhouette and the eyes. And I go, man, I think that's a freaking coyote. Back before we had the gate and the fence and everything surrounding the property. That was before Riff Raff, fake plumber, tried to come in and case the place. If you guys remember that story. Which prompted me to get that gate and fence put up pronto. But I've seen fox numerous times, and again, you got chickens. So I keep meaning to finish the stupid story, and I keep getting sidetracked. The coop inside of the chicken run. Now that's all it is. So it's like, why do we even have this outer chicken run if we're not really doing anything? Yeah, true. Well, the chickens love it. As soon as it starts getting dark, they all go up there and roost because it's the highest point. And chickens like to be at the highest point. So we're realizing we got not enough space in the coop. too many chickens, and 5, 6, 7 of them are up there every night anyways. So we're like, I guess we'll just kind of leave them, and if we wake up one day and there's a bunch of feathers on the ground and one's missing or two, we may have to figure out something. But until then, it might be okay. We've got the whole place is surrounded by a gate, a fence. I don't think, maybe a small fox could possibly get through the rungs on the fence, because it's one of those like wrought iron fence type deals, even though it's not wrought iron. I think it's aluminum, but you know, maybe a small fox can get through there. Can they jump up there and climb that thing? It's got the material surrounding that chicken run. You know, it's got the poles and kind of like a roof, a pitched roof, whatever, like a triangular roof. But it's just got the chicken fence, you know, the little holes or whatever, like that chicken fence is all it is. You know, that wire chicken fence type stuff. So I'm like, could a fox or predator animal get like, eh? And the answer could be yes. We might find out. But that's how we roll in these days. You know, and it is nice getting your own eggs, but I mean, just from me to you, to be honest, it costs way more to keep those damn things fed and deal with all the nonsense than it's worth for getting a stupid egg. But as I say, once you start giving them names, it's over. They're now your pets. Can't just give them away. You know, and I'm like trying to come up with every reason in the world. Like, oh, what if we? Oh, our friends moving across down the street from us. Oh, they want chickens too. Oh, we got those 3 new ones, and a couple of our other ones if they want them. No, they want very specific breed. Oh man, dang. And she's like, my wife's like, we'll get rid of them, and as soon as we do, oh, there's a shortage again. There's a problem. I go, I know, you're right. I already know that. Like, I can already tell. That's exactly how this is gonna go. So I should just shut my stinking mouth and let it be. Is that our generator?
Yes.
But I didn't see a flicker. Maybe it's going through the 15-minute run cycle. Yeah, our generator just kicked on for some reason. But, they do run every 2 weeks or something for a few minutes. So maybe it's doing that. So anyways, that's the last part I want to try to get out of my mouth that I keep sidetracking constantly. I just want to tell you the story about the dumb chickens getting on top of that stupid thing. But it's like, well, at least it came into use somehow. Something got, of it got used. So there's that. So anyways, on that note, maybe I'll end the video with, I've told you a few times now, I had a dream many months ago, now it's been several months, of Bitcoin taking a major dive down. Scary down. And I feel like if I remember right, in that dream, it was already around 100K as it was. So we've been seeing it lately, 110, 107, 111, whatever. And the remote viewers seem to think in September, again, if the timing's right, there's going to be 3 kind of big financial events. And they also saw a crash temporarily of Bitcoin before a recovery. And I don't know if it's that big of a crash like what I saw. But I haven't watched the video yet either. I just was going off the summary. So it will be interesting to see. And that is how I shall end the video. Take care.